This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in-minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
Propel Fitness Water. With Gatorade electrolytes, zero sugar, and vitamins, Propel hydrates better than water to help you get the most out of your workout and get back to your best self. What propels you? Propel with Gatorade electrolytes.
Listen to the heartbeat.
Chevy is called the heartbeat of America for a reason. With SUVs made to move with your rhythm. The versatile Equinox tackles your entire day. The spacious Traverse fits your crew and your whole weekend. And Trax brings style with value you can count on. All infused with tech that has your back. So your drive always hits the right chord. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hey, Coach, can you hear me? Looks like you're muted. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Okay, good. How are you doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Good. Awesome. All right, go ahead. You got some questions?
Yeah. So, last year I finished my first year as a varsity head coach at Foster's High School. We went 12-12.
You didn't have a losing season. That's good. Yeah.
We did pretty well. I had 9 seniors and I had 14 kids on the team. I graduated 9 seniors and I lost my big man to a local private school because he's also a football player.
Okay.
So he transferred to another school, and now I return possibly
Youth.
4 kids.
Right.
And trying to I guess it's just more trying to figure out, like, you know, what direction we're going into as far as like what to run. So I've watched my kids over from the time of April to now. They're getting better. It's just trying to figure out like the type of style that we're going to play.
Yep. So what type? So do you have size? Do you have speed? Do you have shooters? Do you have dribblers? Do you have athletes?
Everyone is like has their own ability, but we're very little.
You're small.
We're small. Like my best athlete is only probably 6 foot, but he's big enough to guard a 1 through 5.
Can they ball handle?
Not as much.
So I'm just trying to figure out offensively. So my guess is you should pressure probably a little bit because you're small. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to post you up and exploit my size over you. So you probably want to pressure the ball defensively. Offensively, do you have shooters?
I have one kid who can shoot the ball pretty well, but that's all he does is shoot. So I'm in this realm where it's like my basketball players are also football players in the fall.
Right.
Cross players in the spring. So it's like
that's okay. Are they young? Do you have years with them?
This will be my year. Like, so I will graduate this year 2 seniors.
So you're young.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to be young. Like my starting guard is going to be a sophomore.
Yeah, so you're young. So you need to. So here, I would run like a motion. I would run like the rule of 3 offense. I'd run like read and react. I'd run some sort of motion where you're just. I mean, I wouldn't complicate the offense too much.
Right.
I'd make it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like here's your couple rules, and we're going to spread the floor, and then because then if you keep the offense simple and you pressure defensively. Then you can work on skills like, you know, you got to, because if you got them for more than a year or 2, then it's like, all right, we got to make some shooters in here. We got to make some guys that can get to the line because that's what you got to find easy buckets. So out of bounds plays, quick hitters, turning people over, layups. Like, how can you get easy baskets if you don't, how can you get the shooter the shots? How can you get the guy that can dribble attacking the rim? So, and a lot of that will be, I personally think a lot of that will be individual role stuff. Like, I don't know who the shooter is, but let's say the shooter's name is Sam. It's like, Sam, here's your role offensively. Here's what you can do. You're not posting people. You're going to shoot threes and you're going to come off screens. And that's what you're going to do offensively. And then defensively will be different. But I would try to keep it as simple as humanly possible, especially because they're young and you want to develop them in. So your goal is, especially if your point is a sophomore, by the time he's a senior, it's like, all right, because losing seniors is tough.
Yeah.
Losing
and it's
seniors
like,
is tough.
It was tough. And so, like, my sophomore, he was a freshman last year. So he played. He
played?
He was on varsity, but he didn't get a lot of time. And my thinking process was he had to go against my 6'3" point guard along with my 6'4" two guard. They constantly pressured him. And watching him in the summer, like in our summer league stuff, he's definitely gotten better just by dealing with that pressure.
Yes. I mean, you're basically throwing him to the wolves at that point. It's like,
where he's out there, like he doesn't get rattled. Like, I've counted his turnovers through the whole summer. He has less than 9 turnovers through the whole summer, and so he doesn't get rattled.
I got a spare room. I need it. Like, I love point guards like that.
So it's like, so I was like, because at first I was like kind of doubting myself at the end of this.
Oops. You froze, Coach. I don't think that's me either. Hold on. No, it can't be me. So this is what happens sometimes. I think he froze. I don't think it's me. There you go. Are you there?
Yeah,
you
there.
froze. You froze. I don't think it's me. I think it was you. Okay. You froze. No worries. So you said you were saying you were questioning yourself.
Yeah, I was questioning, like, did I do because you could have been on JV and probably scoring and passing, like, getting the game experience.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, my thinking process was more of like, okay, I needed him to have to compete against these guards and get better. And so, like,
you run a talented and gifted program for basketball players.
Mm-hmm.
And if a kid's good enough to take calculus, you're going to put them in calculus. If they're good enough to take algebra, you're not going to hold them back because of that's silly.
Right.
Kids 13 and you can take
being the right move.
Yeah, it's always the right move. I'm telling you. The only way it's not the right move is sometimes when you're trying to turn a program around and you have a group, you like to leave the group together because it builds, I did that with, Wesley, who's playing for the Hawks now. I did that with him when he was a freshman and there was a sophomore group. I tried to keep that group together as long as I could just because I wanted him to learn how to win. Right. Learning to win is something. Eventually I had to pull him, but after that, it's like, if you're good enough, I'm pulling you. I'm definitely pulling you. Yeah. What's your biggest worry?
My biggest worry is that they start losing so much and then they don't see the big picture.
They won't see the big picture. Do you have is your schedule set already? Do you have some possible wins on that schedule, hopefully?
So our district is fairly, we have 2 big hitters. One of them being our state champion.
Right.
So but other than that, I think our schedule's very favorable.
Okay. That's good.
It's just going to come down to, how much they want to,
lean into the defense early too. Mm-hmm. So I think you're saying you're worried about morale.
Yes.
If they lose and being young. So you got to be positive Nelly, because it's easier to be negative Nelly when you're winning, but you got to just be positive. Like, all right, look at this. Or we won these 3 quarters, or we're just so close. So you got to, in your mind, you got to get ready for that. So what's the skill you think they need to work on the most?
I think all around just being basketball players. I mean, I have not one player who is good at multiple things. They're like good at one thing.
They're not hoopers. They're players. They're athletes that play basketball. Right. Okay.
They like basketball. They don't love it. You know what I mean? It's like these are the things where we've been talking about it all summer long.
Yeah, and then you just gotta try to have some open gyms and you gotta get them together and let them run even in the fall, just together running, doing their stuff. I think that's helpful. I mean, to be honest with you, it's a morale thing. It's like, okay, we're just gonna hoop. Let's go hoop. And you're right. A lot of small-sided game stuff too, in some of my contact days in the last couple of weeks, that's what I was doing with my guys. Literally we had one of our we just did one-on-ones. So I want them to learn to read the game and 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It's fun,
right? Competitive.
Everyone and they're working on those. Like if you're playing 2-on-2 and you got the kid that can only shoot threes, he ain't shooting any threes on me. Right. We played a game today that was great. It was 1-on-1 and they played to 7 and they would throw the ball back and forth and I had an offensive and a defensive player. And when the offensive player decided he wanted to go, he could just go. So they're playing 1-on-1. But the key was it was the 7. Every basket's 1 point. But if they got on the pass, when they shot, if they could just shoot it right away and get a 3, it was 2 points. Or if they scored off one dribble. So what I was trying to do is I was working on the defense. I didn't want if you catch the ball, you should not be able to shoot a 3, like when you're passing it back, because I should be in your space. And you shouldn't be able, and this was like on like 18 feet from the basket. You shouldn't be able to get to the basket on me on one dribble. So I was I was letting him play 1-on-1. I was putting some constraints on that 1-on-1.
Yes.
But I was trying to work on some skills that we need work on. We need work on closing out. We need work on keeping them in front. That's one of our things that we're not as good as I want us to be. Mm-hmm. So that's what you got to do. Okay. What are the skill sets that we need to work on? Well, obviously, everyone should be a 3-point shooter. Everyone should be able to attack the rim because then you can get to the free throw line. So I think some of those things is what you got to try to lean into in this, in the next 2 or 3 months. What skill sets can I work on that are going to make us, better come fall, Does that make sense?
Yes, no, it definitely makes sense. And it's just more like, I truly love my kids. They will work hard. I mean, I've been at this school now. This will be my 6th year. I was the JV head coach for the first 4 and then got the varsity job last year. So it's like the kids that I have coached over the years, like none of them, we usually get one athlete who's pretty good in his class. And then you have everyone else who's like, they like basketball and they want to work to get better. And I can truly say they wanted to do it. They want to do it. It just comes down to how much, time and effort they put into it. And I tell them they can't just be doing green days and practices, stuff like that.
No, you got to do the hard stuff. That's the problem is you got to be in the gym when it's like the hard stuff's what makes everyone wants to win and everyone wants to show up on game day. But it's like, and if they're competitive, are they competitive? I'm hoping they're competitive.
I would say at least half of them are.
Okay.
The other half is like they want to be competitive, but they're also like, whatever. Yeah. Like,
you got to lean into those competitive guys. Lean into those competitive guys. So I got to go in 2 minutes because I have a 10:30. Okay. Any other questions you have for me?
No, that was mainly it. I was just, trying to get at it.
Lean in. I'd lean in on that, and I would try to just figure out. Me personally, I would try to figure out. Okay, what's our superpower and what's our kryptonite? What are we good at? So that's what you want to accentuate, and what are we bad at? I got to hide it. Like if you're bad, if you have foot speed, maybe I got to play more zone than I want to. I think that's what you got to figure out, and then try to make everything competitive. The non-competitives will get competitive. Trust me.
Thank you, man. I definitely appreciate it. I love your content. I definitely look forward to it every time it comes out. Thank you.
No problem. See ya. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.
Booking.com is the easiest way. From a day surrounded by noise a stay surrounded by nature. That's nice. Go on, book it. It's easy. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
NFL football season is here, which means when you switch to Verizon, it feels like
Touchdown!
Because you get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube on us when you buy an eligible 5G phone on select unlimited plans, which means you can watch every out-of-market game every Sunday afternoon. And it's all on us. Now that's the Verizon way to kick off the NFL football season right. Switch and get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube on us, only with Verizon.